Hello guys, this is JT with Legacy Art Games, and we are doing another brief little check-in on our progress with the Steelheart Eco server. That's right, we're playing more Eco today. In fact, I've been playing a lot of Eco every day, and I find it a very relaxing, peaceful take on the whole survival, build-it genre. You got to think about the environment. You got to think about, if your server has it, the meteor that could be headed down to destroy your planet. And there went, I think, a deer running by on that roof. We have that problem. Anyway, some interesting things have been going on. First of all, you see the community bakery is no longer out in the sticks. No, we are in central downtown. Yeah, we are in the heart of it all. There's the bank right there. There's Dark's food and seed shop, and we got the Oculus Stoneworks and Brickyard there. We've got all kinds of stuff going on here. As you can see, they've got directories. Directory signs up. And the great thing about having moved here is that I will get seen by a lot more customers. It's not as big a space. You'll notice that I have no backyard at all. It's a cliff straight down to the beach. But I did retain the old plot of land, and I may use that for something else, manufacturing maybe. Because we've really got to expand our manufacturing area. We're still working with the same old oven and the same old mill. We need more mills, we need more ovens. And pretty soon we're going to need kitchens, because I'm going to pick up advanced cooking, make my own yeast, and then we'll really start churning out the good baking recipes. Right now, as you can see, we are restocking our flatbread, because that sold out fast. All we have left is a few muffins. People need their carbs, and I'm here to provide. So what else exciting has been going on here on Steelheart Eco server? Well, the server is modernizing, and it is doing so quickly. You will notice everything here looking pretty well developed, and it's just the start. We are really quickly advancing in technology here lately. As you can see, we got the start of a real asphalt road here, and we move much faster on it. It's starting to replace the cobblestones. And as you may recall, the last time we were recording, the latest and greatest thing in technology was the steam truck. Well, now we've got plows, we've got powered carriages, I think. We have elevators, we've got people doing electronics, we have people making plastics and fiberglass and elevators, and we are leaving behind the old world and starting to morph into the new. Which means everything's got to change in some ways, because there are entirely new supplies needed by the economic chain. Why is that a challenge for me as a simple baker? Well, that's the other big news. I was somehow elected to be the leader of the Steelheart world. I am the president of the community of Steelheart. And it is now my job to organize a cabinet to ensure that new players have a fair start with the funding they need to get into the economy. I have to make sure that the taxes are balanced to keep up with the budget, get out road projects and other contracts for buildings we need made. All these big-time management decisions have to be made. At the end of the day, we need a treasury that has money in it. Nobody likes taxes, but I have to kind of work on them, decide what we need at the time, and also make sure that we are getting contracts out there to continue developing our roads, to build bridges, to build things like the public library we have going on there. And hello, passing player. As you can see, future public library. Someone is getting paid for building that per contract. And hello, player. So yes, I was elected leader of the world. I don't know how it happened or why these people hate themselves so much, but leader of the world I will be. And I am going to make this easier on myself by probably electing a cabinet of people to handle different aspects. Someone to handle building of roads and bridges, someone to handle power, because we're coming up on electricity. We're going to have a power grid for our entire world somewhere. Someone to handle sewers, someone to handle pollution, forestry, food, economic needs like glass, steel, plastic. We have people who are very specifically handling these things, and we need them to be leaders of the economy and making sure that these things come to my attention as being needed so that I can fund special incentives and projects to get this stuff into the economy so that we keep moving forward, keep building upward. And I suppose that's my big campaign speech. And one last thing to show you. This was actually someone else's property before they timed out on the game and their property was reclaimed, and I took it over. We uprooted everything that was built at the old site and rebuilt the house looking a little fancier here, the bakery. I've got some flatbread baking. And as you can see, they have an underground area here. The ladder is kind of a pain in the butt to get working, I've noticed. But you climb down, and as you'll notice, they had an underground storage area. And I've been thinking a lot about continuing to dig downward, not only to get supplies like coal and other things that are needed, but also to build production levels down here in the depths so that I can have lots of mills and ovens and kitchens working at the same time. And that way I'll be able to actually produce a good amount of baked goods and get ahead economically rather than being, poor all the time. Move back outside. But yes, the world is very prosperous at the moment, but as you'll see here over at our contract board, there's still plenty to do. There are roads to be built, an industrial shop. They want a bond to set up an industrial shop. Zeldara does. Have to think about that. And someone needs to get that poor deer down off the roof. Oh, it's a rabbit actually. Crazy rabbit. Well, guys, that's about all that's going on right at this moment. I know it's a short update, but the world is just so huge, it's impossible for me to show you everything that's going on. And since I don't have a nice fast vehicle to get around on, it's hard to get there anyway. But I assure you, things are very busy on the Steelheart Eco server, and we still have room for new players. One of my big goals as the new world leader of the moment is to make sure that new players are not left behind. I want to get you guys maybe a little bit more starting money. I would love to get you guys some economic support to get your businesses going so that you can catch up to people who are already so far ahead of you. I want everyone to feel as though they have a place on the server and that they are contributing something valuable. So you can look forward to me proposing laws aimed at that, as well as laws which help people who are developing all the modern technologies move forward. So for now, that's going to be it for this Let's Play episode of Eco on the Steelheart Eco server. And I will probably update this Tuesday or sometime around then, because progress moves pretty fast here over the days, but when you go down to the hours, it can be pretty slow. Kind of depends on your level as to how fast you craft things, and therefore how fast stuff gets built and produced and so forth. So for now, that's JT with Legacy Art Games, playing on the Steelheart Eco server, episode 3 update. And if you would like to see more of these videos, if you'd like to see more videos of games in this genre, the whole survival, building genre, then please let me know by liking the video, by subscribing. I do try to put something out at least once a day if I can. Depends on my health. I've got some chronic health issues, so it really depends. But I like RPGs, I like town building, I like simulations, I like, all those kinds of games that really let you dive in, use your imagination. They don't really have a small amount of content. These are ongoing games. So, and as our server kindly reminds you, make sure you always have a glass of water nearby. Don't get dehydrated while you're playing Eco. And with that advice given, I will bid you guys a good evening. I hope you've had a wonderful day and that you have a wonderful night. Until next time, or until the next video, I've got quite a few new games to put out there. You guys have a great one. Goodbye.